what works for other people may not work for you.
Yeah.
But if you're in that circle and if it doesn't work for you individually, so like I hope my friends that when you guys see this, you guys don't, feel a certain type of way. I know I've been distant.
You preaching now. Come on now. I see you,
Becoming
man.
mature is it. Welcome, baby.
Welcome back, and we're live.
We're live. We are on air. Welcome to the Kingdom Blueprint, y'all.
The Kingdom Blueprint. It's nice to be back.
It feels good to be back every day, baby. Every day we at it.
It feels good. It feels good. It feels good.
How was your day?
My day was good.
Wasn't too busy? Oh, it was busy?
No, it was real busy. Honestly, I was presenting to my managers all day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It went good?
Yeah, it went good. It was good. Yeah. A lot of PowerPoints, honestly, like we were just talking about.
Yeah, we need to do some PowerPoints.
A lot of PowerPoints. Then the TV broke right before we started this podcast.
Oh yeah. It's all good. It's
Yeah,
all good.
yeah.
Adaptability. Just like we talked about in the previous, it's all
Exactly.
good. We move forward.
You gotta keep it moving.
Keep
All
it.
right? What about you? How's your day?
My day I was on the road a lot today.
Yeah.
Based off, so I was helping my mom run some errands, and based off the timing, like I needed to bring her to my roofing inspections.
Yeah.
So have
She meet Dan? Oh no, you said Dan. He wasn't there.
No, well she didn't meet him, but she was in the truck.
Okay.
Well, I went to his house to make sure that the roof went well. But I brought her to an inspection earlier, so she saw me getting on the roof. So she was, you already know how she is. She's super dramatic.
scared?
She was mad scared. It's like, you need to get a real ladder instead of the telescopic ladder.
So now, exactly, she better not be talking like that to me.
But moms just being moms.
Yeah.
But other than that,
anyways,
good day.
what's today's topic?
You already know, man. You already know.
You already know. You already know.
Watch the company you keep.
The company you keep.
You know what they say? You are, on average, you are the epitome of the 5 people that you keep in your circle.
Wow. And that's statistics talking.
Statistics.
It makes sense, honestly. The company you keep, it kind of influences who you are.
Have you ever thought about in detail who those 5 people are? Or more, whoever's in your circle, religiously. Not like religiously, but who are continuously in your circle.
Yeah.
So, guys, we got a question
Yep.
for you guys. A little activity, kind of. Think about your best friend circle right now. Mm-hmm. Whether it's 5, 3, whoever, who you around the majority
The
of your
closest
time.
people to you. Yeah,
Right,
inner
close
circle.
people. Family, best friends,
Yep.
cousins, it does not matter. People that you're in a group chat with. I would say if you're in a group chat with
Oh,
them,
yeah,
those
yeah,
are
okay,
those
yeah.
are your people. You know what I'm saying? Think
your
about
peoples.
them. Get that in your head. And then later on, we're going to connect everything.
Yep.
Let's dive into it.
Get that 5 people in your head. So today we're diving into how the company you keep shapes your mindsets, your actions, your success.
Right.
Right?
We took some notes, so you're going to see us.
Yeah, so you're going to see me on my phone, honestly, because I did take some notes because I want to come with you guys. We wanted to come with you guys with some juice.
Correctly.
Yeah, correct it with some juice. Honestly, if we're talking about statistics, they got to be right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly that. So honestly, we could talk to you right off rip. The company you keep, how it's affected us. Obviously, I could talk about that probably for hours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But how can they relate to the last 2 topics that we talked about?
There's a lot of information on that. So we took some notes on that. So the first one, adaptability.
Adaptability.
Give it to us.
Give it to us.
No diddy.
So adaptability, just to give you guys a quick, summary. You know what I'm saying? Good. Sum it up, then we'll get into it, right? So adaptability, we talked about being able to adapt to your environment.
Right.
Right? So being able to adapt to your environment, honestly, let's revisit that a little bit. There's good adapting and then there's bad adapting.
100%.
So obviously that ties right into the company you keep
Right.
because you can adapt to a good environment or you can adapt to a bad environment.
Talk to me.
So I think adaptability, action, right? So we talked about action. Then we talked about a comparison trap.
Yep.
And with the comparison trap, that's a mindset that you kind of get stuck into. And, it's kind of like you throwing your mind into a black hole.
Right.
Honestly, because like we said, comparison is a game that nobody wins. And comparison, honestly, once you start, it's never ending.
Never ending.
It's never ending. And then you start comparing. If you started one day, the next day you're comparing 5 different things and then 10 different things. You know what I'm saying?
Comparing also what we talked about, it kills your joy and kills your focus. The two things that drive your engine.
Exactly. And honestly, affect your circle.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So honestly, like we laid that foundation. Now we're talking about the company you keep, right? So 3 things that this kind of like a segment is. You know, these series. Honestly, we'll call this a little series.
Yeah, let's call it a series. I like
We'll
that.
call this a series. So 3 things. The first one, adaptability,
Yep.
action. So success is defined by 3 things. It's defined by action, mindset, and relationships. Right? Go on that. Yeah. So right, adaptability, action. So success is defined by adaptability. It's defined by your mindset. So are you comparing? Because if you're comparing, you're never actually going to be really successful.
Your mindset is off.
Your mindset is off. And mindset is everything. So if your mindset is off, your vision, your drive, your motivation, your joy, off. Relationships. Everybody knows the key to business is relationships.
Right.
The key to life is relationships.
Bible talks about it.
The Bible talks about it. What?
What do you say?
Your mom, right down to the passage, man. She been talking about how the cross is relationship up, relationship out, right? So it comes down to relationship. So those 3 things is what either help you succeed or either help you fail miserably.
Know your circle.
Know your circle. So how do they connect though? So your inner circle shapes your mindset. And your inner circle allows you to also adapt to them, but also it helps you to adapt to the world, right?
Right.
So obviously sometimes, we need that person just be like, yo, like suck it up. And then you really just gotta suck it up. You know what I'm saying? A person to just change your mindset. Like your circle should honestly always be making you better.
Right.
And I think that a lot of the times we get so complacent and honestly not even caring because our circle is fun, but it's not beneficial.
Right. Right.
And I think that's
the confusion part right there.
That's the confusing part. And honestly, that's where it comes down to mindset too. These mics feel off, right? That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, yo.
What is going on? So that's the confusing part right there. Do you want to have fun or do you want to be successful? Because success...
Hold on. I just have to say something my dad always said, even as a kid. You want to have fun now and suffer later? Or do you want to suffer now and have fun later?
Yo, I want to suffer now, you know what I'm saying?
Let me put in that hard work, the sleepless nights because I'm working or, just put in the grind, bro.
Yeah.
All to be able to kick back my feet later on and be able to do whatever I want to do.
Those people that grind, they are retired by like 37,
37, 40,
honestly,
screw the 60.
That's what I'm saying. It's not your regular, 65 retirement type thing. So I think that all comes down to the company you keep.
Exactly.
So why is the company you keep so crucial?
Because it can kill you.
Yo, it can
not literally kill you. I mean, it could.
Your inner circle can make you commit suicide, or they can make you love life.
Right.
Honestly. So when you think about you hear these suicidal stories, right? It's because their friends, that group chat was bashing them, you know what I'm saying some random things that got to a person's mindset, changed the mindset. Now the person adapted to what they were saying about them, and now
not intentionally trying to do that to them. You know what I'm saying?
No,
because
it's
you know how guys are in the locker room talk.
Exactly.
We literally trash each other.
That's the whole relationship.
Yo, all these what are these what's it called when college teams do this to freshmen or whatever? What
hazing.
Hazing. Yo, there's been issues about hazing, kids killing themselves,
where people died,
or the person would get so angry and come back and kill people.
Bro, yo, it's no joke.
No joke.
It's no joke. But the thing is your circle is always gonna produce a result in your life.
Right.
It's always gonna produce a result. So that's why you challenge them to think of the 5 closest people or whatever your inner circle, consists of, to challenge them to reflect on the inner circle, right? So let's dive in, right?
Let's dive in.
So let me start off with the scripture, right? Let me start it off with the scripture. Let me go to the scripture.
Where are we coming from?
Proverbs 13 and 20. Y'all know the book
For
of
those
Proverbs?
who don't know, if you don't know the Bible, man, and you want to know everything about business, way to live, how to live, go to Proverbs.
Proverbs, it tells you, it tells you how to win at life.
Tells you how to win at life.
Like it's literally your kingdom blueprint, bro.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yo.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No, for real. So, right, let's talk about it. It says Proverbs 13-20, walk with the wise and you become wise.
Right.
Associate with fools and you get in trouble.
You become a fool.
Tell me that's not facts. Tell me that is not how life is. Walk with the wise, you become wise. So it's literally saying you are a product of your circle.
Right. You lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas.
You lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas, right? So, talk to me. Talk to me about that.
What? You want me to go? Where you want me to go with that?
Yeah. So why does the company you keep matters, right? So let's talk about this. Let's dive in on the company you keep. Before we get personal, come on, let's dive into it. So with the company you keep, there's a ripple effect. And I think, just like water, when you drop something in, it ripples out, right? Mm-hmm. So I think like it's literally, we are, just saying it again, we're the product of our circle. But your relationships are either going to push you forward or they're going to push you backward. They never actually like keep you like the same. You know what I'm saying? Because they should be pushing you forward.
Right.
Or pushing you backward. So like talk to me about, honestly, sometimes that you've been in some amazing relationships and had amazing relationships, and talk to me about sometimes you've had some terrible ones. And how did you identify it?
Okay.
Let's get personal. What we do on this is grow with me, right? Mm-hmm. Is grow with me. So talk to me about you.
So I have a friend who is an athlete.
Yep.
And they are an athlete that's not scared to be open about their faith. And no matter what they do, they always give glory to God, you know what I'm saying? And they're just a very successful athlete. And then in the time, he's always been like that from the moment that I met him. You know what I'm saying? So he never changed as far as that. Always giving glory to God and all that type of stuff. And he has all the success playing football in Germany and all that type of stuff. So, so he comes back. He created this Bible study virtually with his church, and he's got people in Germany joining that and stuff like that. So I'm just like, yo, like he never changed. So he just kept true to himself. So that motivated me. And even though at that time too, like I wasn't doing anything like it. It was just I always put that in my pocket, like I want to do that.
Yeah, I get it.
After high school, we weren't in each other's circle anymore. So that's just one example. And then we all have had friends that are into things that we know is no good for us. Whether we like it in the moment, we're about it, having fun, that type of stuff. I honestly don't regret anything in my life because it's brought me to who I am today.
Who you are. Mm-hmm.
But there are some...
It brought you to who you are today, but it's not going to take you where you want to go.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, honestly, the biggest thing was me leaving Massachusetts because all of my temptations, all of my distractions were there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, what works for other people may not work for you.
Yeah.
But if you're in that circle and if it doesn't work for you individually, because not everybody operates the same.
Exactly.
So someone could be successful, meanwhile still indulging in other things, but what they're indulging into affects you in a whole different way.
Exactly.
So because it was affecting me in different ways, it was bringing me down. It was making me lazy. I wasn't really motivated. Yeah. I was always known as that ambitious, motivated dude, but I never was able to step into my full ability until I came away. I came to North Carolina, didn't know a single soul.
Yeah.
And then everybody I did know was the church family.
Yeah.
So what happened from there? I dove deeper into, finding my relationship with God
again.
Your
circle impacted you.
You know what I'm saying? So as a preacher's kid, something I was away from for so long, I finally found again. So then now my life basically just got way better. And I'm not digging at anyone that has a lifestyle.
It's your process.
Yeah, this is my process.
Life.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your life. People are gonna be affected by your life, but It's nothing personal at this point.
Right.
It's not personal. It's purposeful.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Bro. It's not personal. It's purposeful.
No, but for real.
So like, I hope my friends that when you guys see this, you guys don't feel a certain type of way. I know I've been distant, but I still have
It's
love.
all
for y'all.
love still.
It's all love. I love
It's
y'all.
all love.
But
It's
like,
just I changed my path.
yeah, I'm just not doing the same things I used to do.
Nah.
Yeah.
For you gotta focus. It's time for you to focus on you.
Yeah.
And you to focus on you the right way.
The main thing, man, is going up.
Yeah.
So whatever it was anchoring me down,
Yeah.
I had to cut that chain, bro.
I feel you. So let me ask you this. When was the first time that you actually noticed that someone has such an impact on your life, or that your circle has such an impact on your life? Take me back to that time.
When I always said, which one was that one? So as a kid, I always said I was never gonna drink. I was never gonna smoke.
Yeah.
I'm an athlete.
Yeah.
I'm above all that stuff.
My God.
You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I was going into college,
Bro.
I started going to parties. I started dibbling and diving in different things. And at first, I was like, no, I'm good. But the more I was around it, the weaker I got. Next thing you know,
That's what I'm saying. You can only be so strong for
you're gonna be
so
strong
long.
for so long.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there aren't those people out there that was able to be around that and still never did it.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, you will subside to your environment.
Bro, think about it. If you bench pressing, you can only bench press so much times before you can't fight it anymore.
Exactly.
And it just crushes you.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then the only way to pick it back up is to have somebody come pick you back up, your circle.
Exactly. That's a good analogy right there.
Appreciate you, dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I started smoking, started drinking, fornicating like crazy. Took that into college. And it goes right back into the mindset where I needed that ego stroke.
Bro, once you go to college, honestly, I even tell people nowadays, college, bro,
Changes you.
you are not going to come out of college a good person.
Nah.
A good kid.
Nah.
Like, if you was a good kid going into it, you might still be a good person.
It all depends on your what?
Bro.
Your company you
No, very
keep.
true. If you go to one party,
You go to one party and you see what that one party does, especially being an athlete, man.
and if you just have fun in that one party,
It's over with.
You can honestly kiss your next 4 years goodbye.
You're sucked into that wormhole.
Bro. Honestly, bro. Because it's, yeah.
Every athlete, whether they agree or disagree, there's something subconsciously about doing what you do and what you're good at in front of an audience.
Bro.
And if you end up, you know what I'm saying? So like now you become known.
You make that play, bro, in front of the audience. It's like, yo. And then now you want to continue that play after the game.
Because you see what it's doing. Because now you come
You saw the
to
ripple
parties.
effect. You saw the ripple effect.
You come to these parties and these girls is just,
Yo.
what's up? How you doing?
no.
Oh, you did this. You won that race, right? You got that medal, right? You're ranked this and that. You know what I'm saying? So just like, yeah, that was me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
it
just
No, it gets you. It gets you.
it gets to you stupidly on both ends. For a female to throw themselves at someone that easily, and for a man to just open themselves up that easily.
I
Goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? So just college is just a crazy life. College is a crazy life. In the moment, you love it, but then you look back at it and you're just like, yo,
Hindsight?
I wasted so much energy.
No, for real, you wasted so much energy. So, take us into our next point. I'm sick of talking.
Let's see. My bad. I was kind of letting you do your thing.
So,
all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I sound like you was about to say something.
No, honestly, let me just take it myself. I'm just gonna get personal right off of it then.
Okay.
Not like personal, but I'm just gonna relate.
I was gonna wait a little bit, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just gonna relate. I'm just gonna relate with you. Taking back to even what I was saying, like last episode, a couple episodes before, I adapted to my environment because I adapted out of survival and pride, and not just because I adapted because I wanted to succeed. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So I adapted, I feel like that's why my testimony, honestly, if you want to say, is I just smoke so much weed. No, for real, I just smoked a lot, and it really was just the company I kept. Even if it was like it wasn't even something that I like. Truthfully, I didn't care about it, but it got to the point where like everybody around me cared about it, so I'm gonna be the best one. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Like now, like yo, if there's a plug like that, honestly, I know like come on, like bro, I look in the mirror. You really think I'm a plug? Like, yeah. But I'm gonna try to be a plug. Just stuff like that, yo. My circle, yeah. And then next thing you know you're not supposed to be chilling with these people, and next thing you know, you guys get in some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys like automatically, just something's happened. It's like good times always run out.
They sure do.
They always run out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get caught.
And then it's like, okay, like come on now. You see the blue lights behind you, and it's like, whoa.
It's like, bro, I got this in the bag.
No, for real.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's just the company you keep is so crucial. I think even as you get older.
100%.
Because think about it like this.
For your whole entire life.
No, for real. Think about it like this, right? We grow up saying, is this someone you would take back to your parents? Now I'm thinking about, is this someone I would bring around my kid? You know what I'm saying?
That's a mic drop right there.
That's a mic drop right there.
That's a mic drop.
So that's like, it's a whole new level of company you keep now. You know what I'm saying? So like, what example am I even going to be setting for my kid? There comes a point in life where it's not about you anymore. So like, it's now, you're not living for yourself, you're trying to create legacy. And legacy is not about you. You know what I'm saying? Legacy is about how can you impact, influence, right?
Right.
And I think the company you keep, like, honestly, if you want to like really think about it, you hit like those aunts, uncles, whatever, cousins, whoever, right? Like those friends you got later in life that's still chilling with like the same people, doing the same things. You see that they have not progressed. You know what I'm saying? They might have progressed quick during that time frame. Like when you was in high school, college, they might have progressed quick, and then they just stay stagnant, and they just keep doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, it's honestly the company you keep. I feel like that has it's been like such a topic of my life too, to the point where I'm like a little even timid, like going out and chilling with somebody that I don't even like know, and like letting my hair down. You could say like being like real comfortable, just because it's like I've seen how it has affected me so much, to the point where like I think that's where like I have like so much boundaries, because I've felt the influence that other people have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we all deal with things, right? We all have a past. The company you keep should not be trying to influence you to dive back into your past.
If you have any second doubts, if you have to doubt at all, is there a benefit with being with these people? And if that benefit is negative or positive, you already know the decision that you have to make.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to completely just cut that person off completely. There's some situations where you should, and there's some situations it's like, yo, I'm gonna love you from over here.
Exactly my point.
You know what I'm saying?
We just don't need to be together all the time. But if we're still cool, text me.
Like all my friends that know me know that, if Quinny's high, don't ask him to do nothing. I become, you already know, I'm a super motivated, upbeat person. Can go and people call me like low key a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Because my energy is ADD. But when I'm high, I'm sitting on the couch. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I have to recognize that and be like, yo, like there's so much I have to do, so much that I want to do, and I can't do it constantly being high.
You get slowed down.
Yeah.
You know
Some people can operate like that.
Huh?
Some people can operate in that stance. You know what I'm saying? That state of mind. But you have to know what your strengths are. You have to know what your weaknesses are. Again, you have to know self. You have to adapt to it.
Exactly. And honestly, if you can, honestly, no, go. Keep talking.
You have to adapt.
You have to adapt.
You have to adapt. And if you adapt, that means if you become aware of it. And if you become aware of something, that means your mindset is now switching. So now when you become mature,
you preaching now. Come on now.
Becoming mature is a mindset, and it's also an action, because when you're maturing, you're changing the way you think, you're changing the way you operate.
And you're changing your relationships.
You're changing your relationships, because now it's something I used to do. Now I'm like, yo, I don't want no parts of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then when people that do that stuff, you have to know, once you get to a certain point, you have to know, are you strong enough to be around that again?
Exactly.
Temporarily, because again, anything you're around too long, you subside to. So therefore, like when I go back up to up to Boston to go visit, my kids, and then this is say, let me yo, I'm in town. What's good? Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you want this? Nah, man, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Do your thing. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Miss y'all, love y'all. Keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But where was I going with that? And then you know, but that goes right into keep the company you keep. So we talked a little bit about the negative effects, right?
Hold on, before you get into the positive.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just jumping.
No, I hear you. I want to stay on that and honestly emphasize that the company you keep, if the company you keep only knows the old you, then
That's it.
that's it.
That's it, man. So that's like an inside joke between me and my family.
That's
so,
it.
and that's the thing. I'm like, I don't. That's not their fault.
It's not their
That's
fault.
not their
It's
fault
because
you only operate based off what you know.
Exactly. And honestly, that's what I'm saying. It comes down to the point of it's just you doing you.
Right.
It's not nothing personal to nobody else. It's just there comes a point where you elevate. And
Right.
honestly, when you elevate in a job, you're no longer talking to those people that you started with day to day anymore.
Right. You're put into office around other people that are at the same
Exactly.
level. And then you have to report to someone who's even higher.
Exactly.
So now more is desired from you.
Exactly.
So now you're maturing, you're operating, you're learning more, you're
Exactly.
doing more.
So
you know what I'm saying?
just grew. You know what I'm saying?
just grew.
So
It's a whole
there's
nother level.
the same way to that. There's levels in life, and you know what I'm saying?
For businesses, who's at the top of the
CEO.
of the skyscraper? The people that run things.
Exactly.
Below them, they run certain things. They run other things.
Exactly.
And then you get into the workers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. And honestly, it's just like
who do you want to be in life? You can relate that not only to the job world, but to just life. Like, who do you want to be in life, guys? Like, you want to be someone who does a normal 9 to 5, living check to check,
Yeah.
Struggling to pay this bill. Oh, am I going to be able to afford this or afford that? No, like, who wants to live that way? And that's the trap that we all have gotten into, because from the time that we are born and go to school, what are we taught? Go to school, learn all this knowledge to do what? Get a job.
exactly.
They don't teach you nothing. I'm sorry, I'm not.
No.
Going.
Keep going.
They don't teach you nothing about real estate in school. They don't teach you nothing about the proper way how to manage your money, how to manage credit. How to debt is
Investing,
actually
none of that.
investing. Yeah, people think that they hear the word debt and they instantly like, oh no, debt. But no, the rich will always tell you debt can be a good thing if you know how to manage your debt.
And they love their credit cards.
They love their credit cards, but what does credit card do? It ends up racking up a charge. But we can go into a whole different episode. It may not make sense to a lot of people, but do your research on that and you'll fully understand. We'll do a episode on that eventually.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
But
but it's true. Honestly, like, it's very true. The company you keep, if you're trying to grow in a company, we'll take this into business now, right?
Okay.
If you're trying to grow in a company, who you gonna try to like be around?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna start trying to be around the people above you more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the people that you're with, instead of the people that on the same level, or the people even below you. Honestly, there's levels to life.
Right.
The old me's in the rear view. The new me is in the clear view.
That's it. I like that.
You gotta keep it like that. You have to keep it like that. And if your peoples don't understand that, then they're not your peoples. They
Right.
could still be your people.
Right, because I've been in situations where people will be like, oh, boy, what, you think you're better than me or something? It's just like, no, bro, it's all love. I'm just not doing the same stuff I used to do because it's hindering me.
Yeah.
Again, I keep going back to it because I know how people's mindsets are. If it works for you and you know what you do is that you're doing in your lifestyle, if it works for you and it's not hindering you or holding you back from anything, by all means, keep doing that.
Yeah.
It may not work for me. And what I do may not work for you.
Exactly.
There shouldn't be any hard feelings. And if there is hard feelings and they're giving you any issues on that, are they really your friend? You gotta look in the mirror and be like, yo, like,
honestly, it's all by the first response. Like you said, I'm just speaking for myself, right? If my friend, I'm gonna go around my friend, whatever, and like they say like, oh, like basically, so like when you go around them, they'll start making like fun, like snarky little comments.
yeah, there's truth in
You know what I'm
jokes.
saying? He don't do that no more. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, like he's too good for that.
Like, why you keep saying that? You feel
Honestly,
some type of way
when
now?
it starts getting that, for me personally,
Now I know I gotta cut
that's
you
when
off.
I'm out.
Now I know I gotta cut you off. Thank you.
That's when I'm out.
Thank you.
Because you are not happy for me. Bro, if you really my people, you're gonna be happy for me.
You'll
I
be happy
leveled
for me.
up.
Right, exactly.
And it comes back into the other video. The company you keep should be applauding you when they are at their worst and you are at your best.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Not
that
when
should be
they're
motivation.
at their best and you're at your best.
But unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to see you doing better than them.
They don't. And that's why inner circle are not big.
Keep a small circle.
Exactly.
Because the more people you have in your circle, the more problems you end up opening yourself up to.
Seriously.
Sheesh.
The company you keep. So like, and then let's even transfer it into that, right? So you said at the beginning of the video, evaluate the 5 people around you, right?
Yes, sir.
Your inner circle.
Right.
Then, so we just identify the negatives. If they're constantly criticizing, if they're just straight up negative, if they react to your growth in like a snarky comment type of way, like, you know, like, because they're off rip, their first action should be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Dap me up, like,
my
yo,
God,
like,
you did it, bro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Instead of like, like you, if they just immediately take it about themselves and like, oh, I got this going for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
that's
that
great.
also leads into why it's also important to what? Move in silence.
Exactly, because now when you are doing better than somebody, then you don't want your circle to be ones that get caught in the comparison trap. And now you're on the other side of that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are on, it's one thing to be caught in a comparison trap, but the person on the other side of the comparison trap that you're usually comparing to, that's a form of betrayal, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Whether they know it or not, like, you can also look at your best friend group and someone could also be applauding you, being like, but like secretly, like,
You being like, just, this is the best way to describe it. Like my eyes.
side-eyeing you.
Yeah. It's like,
Whether they know it or
applauding you,
not.
but like,
Whether they know it or not, it could be subconscious. They could show you genuine feelings, or they could be home later on the day and be like, yo, they're really doing that, bro. Like, you know,
exactly.
what I'm saying?
And
like,
what
blah,
you,
blah, blah. And now that negative energy, Christians, don't be religious. Yeah, I rebuke that religious spirit. When I say energy, catch what I'm saying. So now they're putting that negative energy onto what your dreams and your goals are because you just exposed it a little too early before you accomplished it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we moved in silence. Nobody knew about this podcast until after it was
honestly,
launched.
Even as we speak right now,
Not a lot of
nobody
people
still knows about the podcast.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's
You know
only
about the
a few
podcast?
people that
Soon.
know about this podcast.
Yeah.
So
And honestly, it's very true because, no, it's very true because when that person starts side-eyeing you, they start watching you even more.
right.
So when someone starts watching you even more intently, it's a red flag.
Right.
And we got to stop painting red flags beige.
Right. Just a little off topic real quick. What we're doing is we are creating videos, content for you guys, episodes, series, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
before our launch date because we want to launch with X amount of episodes. I think like 7 to 10 episodes between that.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're going to start recording. It'll be live and exposed by that point. So that's why, because I feel like some people be like, what do you mean you're recording and putting it on public? What do you mean like it's moving in silence?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So this is all recorded
I get you.
prior to that. But anyways, back on topic.
Yeah. No, it's just back to that. So like now, you know, we pointed out those. So what our goal is today is grow with us as we grow with you. Right? So meaning we just
Don't
brought
know
you
everything.
along. Huh?
We don't know everything.
We don't know everything. So honestly, as we're talking, we're like creating our own little blueprint right now too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
We're gonna
we just identified, huh?
I was gonna add some like more.
No, go ahead. Come on.
So reason being is we don't know everything, but we want to learn, and as we learn, we want to teach. We don't want to. We want to gatekeep is what they call it. And we're also, because we don't know everything, we're gonna be having interviewees on the show that have
teach us
that are successful.
Yeah.
So as they're teaching us, you guys are also learning.
Because you become the company you keep.
For
so that's
example,
why also you also know whoever comes on this podcast is extremely strategic.
Strategic, right?
For example, it's not strategic for our own beneficial growth. It's strategic so that we can all grow from it.
Right.
Honestly, because it's something that somebody has that the world does not have.
Right. The lineup that we have just in the first month is crazy.
My God, yo.
So we had the mayor.
The mayor?
Which I low-key want to record that video, bro. I want to record that video so bad because we were...
Oh, like re-record?
I want to re-record it. I was talking to my mom about it, and she's just like, you know what? Talk it over with Lee, see what y'all want to do. Because we recorded him in a video in the studio that we had to rent out just to get the podcast going. Yep. But I think we were so excited that we moved too quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So...
learning process.
It's a learning process. It's a learning process for sure.
You're going to see the failures. You're going to see that, maybe not yet. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see all those. And honestly, if we moved prematurely, that's a learning lesson.
You know what I'm excited for?
What?
The real estate dude that we got coming out.
Oh my gosh. I'm excited too, honestly.
He has hundreds of properties.
That's like knowledge. I want to learn that area so bad.
Real estate creates generational wealth. So we got some juice coming for y'all for sure. Juice. Oh man.
That being said,
This is what I mean by coming down to North Carolina was a life-changing game, bro.
it was life changing.
That
That was the pivotal moment in my life, honestly.
How did two kids, well, we're not kids, but two adults from Boston come down here, decide to make a podcast, and with the week land a mayor, and let's under a month get a very successful real estate dude that's about to come on here and teach everybody about investing.
Honestly, that's only one. Like, I know you don't want to say the other ones right now.
I'm gonna say the other one so bad, bro. Oh my god.
How do we get these people? That one, I feel like that one holds like weight, but like the one that we're not even trying to say, it's just like, what are you talking about?
How did y'all do that?
No,
How
for
did y'all
real.
do it? I don't even
Yo,
know. It just happened. It
The
just
company
happened.
that we've been exposed
The
to,
relationships that have been built in
it's
different
relationships. See,
ways is crazy.
it's on action, it's on mindset and relationship.
Hit
so
it.
what we adapted to our environment as soon as we came down here. Yo, I'm straight old Southern. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Georgia peach.
Yo,
Now,
pumped.
yo, we adapted when we came down here.
sure did.
We adapted, still adapting. Adapting. Honestly, it's a process, right?
One more time. Say it one more time.
Adapted, adapting, adaptation. Yo, but
Check
it's
that
happening,
mindset.
Yo, our mindset. We came down here. I've never had this mindset in my life.
Bro, I've had like
Glimpse.
glimpse of it
Yep.
because one, I had a great example, and that's my father. So growing up, I always saw him so motivated and ambitious and doing different things
Yeah.
and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But
I know.
unfortunately, he had a stroke 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah, so
example
it's like-
became dead.
So you just have like memories to go
Right.
off of.
So
No, I
now,
know you.
and then in Massachusetts, I was only able to put it into action a little bit, but there was
Yeah.
way too many distractions, bro. Come down here. Bro, I'm literally blowing up your phone at 3 a.m. with different things that we should be doing. You know what I'm saying? How many times have you rolled your eyes like, bro, like,
Yeah.
go to sleep, dog?
No, for real. Yo, adapted, mindset change, relationships are being built.
Networking. People don't realize, yo, you don't just run into random people at the grocery store for no reason. That's why, like, it's very important to always be open to running
Yeah.
into people versus having that standoffish attitude
Yeah,
and
no,
stuff
you're
like
right,
that. You
you're
know what I'm
right,
saying?
you're
Because you never know who that person, what door they're gonna open up for you, and because of that,
True.
look at the doors I have opened up.
There's a lot of undercover millionaires, billionaires, and honestly, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand.
We got to get back on top of it, though.
We got to get back on top of it.
We gotta get back on top of it. So we talked about the positives. I mean, the
We
negatives.
talk about the negatives. Let's talk about the positives.
Talk about the positives. Hold
So
on,
how
real
do you
quick.
know your people's is your people's?
So at every moment, everybody should have a time where they do a self-evaluation.
Yeah.
You look at yourself. What are your
100%.
strengths? What are your weaknesses? What's hindering me? Where do I want to go in life? And who do I want to be? And what is my why?
Exactly.
Anything that is going to postpone, hinder those things in
Yeah.
any type of way, you already know what you got
And
to
your
do.
let's talk about the self-evaluation, right?
Let's do it.
Self-evaluation needs to self-evaluation. Emphasize self, right? It needs to be what, why, who, what, why.
Bro, you ever watch Spy Kids?
Yeah.
I think it was the second one when it was like who, what, when, where, and why. Oh, why. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
All right, now I just feel stupid.
It
All right.
sounds like Spy Kids though.
It is Spy Kids
It
when
sounds
it-
like it was the thumbs.
The thumbs.
It was
No.
the
It
thumbs.
wasn't the thumbs. It was 'cause the thumbs were like the security people. But in one of the movies, I think it was part 2, where they went and the video guy was creating all these weird cartoon characters, and then there
Oh,
was
I know
there
exactly
was
what you're
their
talking
theme
about.
song. That theme song. Who, what, when. Where. All right. Anyways,
No,
What
but
were you
it's true. You
saying?
gotta ask yourself who, what, when, where, why.
yeah.
Who's around you? What am I doing with my life?
Why?
What's my why? Yeah.
Why am I doing what
Why
I'm
am
doing?
I doing this?
What is
Yeah.
it doing? What is it
And
doing?
where am I in life right now?
Right.
You know what
Where
I'm
am I
saying?
life? Where do I
Ask
want to
yourself
go?
The 4, 5, whatever W's.
So we just both amped up right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So where do I want to go? What do I want to do with my life? Why?
Yeah. And where?
When? How? When do I want to do all this?
when?
What? Who? What? When? Where? And why?
5 whys. Who? 5 whys.
Who?
Who? You restart.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Who is around me?
Who's around me?
Who do I want to be?
Who do I want to be?
What do I want to do with my life? What is hindering my life?
Yeah.
When do I want to accomplish the things I want to accomplish?
And why?
Where do I want to go in
There you
life?
go. There you go.
and why.
And why?
All those things get why. So what?
All those things
Your answer
why,
to what?
yeah.
Your answer to what is why is my what? When is my why is my when? When is
Exactly.
my where? Where is my how? You know what I'm saying? You guys get what I'm saying?
Like I get it. Ask yourself the 5 W's.
5 dubs, baby.
The 5 W's. Look, ask yourself the 5 W's. Ask yourself the 5 W and start your evaluation process then, right? Let's get back, right? Positives. What are the positive signs of the company you keep? What is a reassuring signs that the company you are keeping around you is perfect?
Boom. Shout out to Matt.
Boom.
First one. When you realize that you're around certain people and you have a realization, like, prime example. So one time I was for lack of a better way to put it, I was messing around with this girl.
Yeah.
She brought me to a family event. The family's well off, talking about lawyers, business owners, and all that. She brought me to a family event, man. Everybody I was around, the conversations that were being held, and the ease of purchasing, drinks and stuff like that. Like one of the bills was $1,000. Like I was like, oh, take my card, and then proceeded to continue to drink and rack up the bill even further.
Yeah.
But the conversations that these people were having, and the guy was like, oh, this is I forget what he said, what kind of wine it was, but it was like $500 bottle, and cracked it open like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, I got 3 more, right? 4 more, whatever. And it's just like, not to make everything about materialistic things, but it was more so about the manner.
Mannerisms.
The manner.
Talk about it.
So
Exactly.
like, it's just a different conversation that people have. They handle things differently. The mindsets that they have, the knowledge that people have, and are just willing to just have. Man, it's just so. Long story short, when you get to that moment, you're in a situation and you have a realization of, I need to be around this. Mm-hmm. So I've been in many situations like that, and every single time I will come back to my mom in straight distraught. Like, Mom, like, I need friends like this. I need to open myself up to like this. I need to get to a position where I can do this. Yeah. And it's just like, when you do that, now you're really self-evaluating, like, why am I not there?
Exactly.
So that is a reason of a moment. I just lost my train of thought, but like...
No, I get you. Let me take over. You talked about that. Honestly, let me just put like a label to that, the mannerisms, right? Mannerisms meaning like the character of the conversations,
right?
The character of the people. Honestly, when it's just like there's a different level of ease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a different level of wisdom, honestly. Like, so what it seemed like you was around like, honestly, worldly wisdom, right? You was around success.
Mm-hmm. I was around success.
You were around success.
Yeah.
And it literally just to straightforward.
Right.
You was around success. I think like what was that? So when you were around them, let's go off this scenario, right? When you was around them, was it positive talks?
Oh yeah.
Everything's positive, everything's upbeat. Like, honestly, you was talking about lawyers, like all that, right? So obviously these talks were vision, like vision talks, right? You know what I'm saying? Like purpose.
Everybody had a purpose.
Yeah.
And you want to know what also stuck out to me? Nobody seemed stressed. Nobody had a care in the world. Not like, oh, like I'm a daredevil. It was more just like, because like when you get around other people, just like, oh man, I can't pay my rent. Oh man, I got this bill. Yeah. Or whether they don't say anything, you can just see their just mind is racing because they just got stuff going on in their head, and it's all revolving around stress. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it just created that, I need to be around that, bro. I need to be around that. So then, again, I just had a self-evaluation. Like, what am I doing? What's hindering me from that? But what did I do about it after that?
What'd you do?
Had a little bit of motivation, changed some things, whatever. But I went right back to doing what I was doing.